Hsin-Yun is here, so we're going to do some of the Mozart G minor viola quartet, Koszul 516, and it's a really, well, it's desert island top 10 chamber music pieces ever composed. Its influence in the history of music is widespread. I mean, Mendelssohn, Beethoven, remarkable in its emotional intensity, its operatic qualities, its joy and discovery. Interestingly, from a musicological point of view, that Mozart never really went there in his string quartets, maybe the D minor, Koszul 421, and that's the Haydn influence, and this is, probably deadly dull for your audience, but to see someone like Mozart, who was such a genius, effortless in his compositional style, didn't write stuff down, just wrote it down. He struggled to write string quartets. It was never really easy for him, and you see some of the manuscripts with, crossing stuff out and doing it again and figuring out. That wasn't Mozart, and that was because Haydn's genius was so overwhelming in the Opus 20 and Opus 33 that he never really felt comfortable, I think. Now I'm putting words in his head, but it's, when you see what he accomplished in this quintet and the C major and some of the others, it's totally effortless. It's Mozart at the height of his powers. So just adding a viola, how did that happen? Well, first of all, he loved the viola. That was his favorite instrument. When he read quartets with Haydn in Vienna in the 1780s, Mozart played viola and Haydn would have played second violin generally. Dittersdorf, Van Halen. How much would you pay to see that group play? But just the addition of an extra viola changes the whole timbre of the group and frees Mozart to sort of, even subconsciously, I think, avoid comparison to Haydn. So, and the G minor, if you know your G minor Don Giovanni, the 40th Symphony, this is a really, minor was a special treat for classical period composers, and G minor was a very powerful key for Mozart. And so you have the juxtaposition, I think we'll probably start with the first movement, it's this amazingly plaintive G minor melody, and then the juxtaposition of major and minor throughout the movement is an amazing emotional journey. It's one of his great sonata form first movements. And the piece itself, the slow movement is one of the more sublime creations. Maybe we should play it, we can play a little bit for you, but it's muted and it's totally, dreamland, opera meets chamber music. It's one of the great creations ever. So I mean, this is one of the reasons we do this, is to play this incredible music. And you never, that's the problem a little bit, speaking of failure, you always fail. There's no way you can get close. You can scratch the surface of this stuff. You know, Mozart is like that. You always come off stage going, oh, that was terrible. Because what's in your head is so much better than what usually comes out. So, and the harder you try often with Mozart, the worse it gets. You just have to sort of let it go.